begin a battle you were never meant to win. Think about social media for a moment. People rarely post their failure. They don't show their sleepless night, they don't show the anxiety, the self doubt, the mistake, the rejection, the struggle behind the success. They show the celebration, trophy, vacation, smile, and everything else. And when you only see the highlights of someone's journey, you begin to believe their life is perfect. But perfection is an illusion. Behind every success story is a chapter most people never see. You see comparing your behind the scene footage to someone else's movie trailer. The truth is, comparison often comes from insecurity. When we were unsure about our own worth, we look outside ourselves for validation. We start measuring our life against other people's achievement. But here is the problem. There will be always someone richer, someone smarter, someone stronger, someone more talented, someone ahead of you. If your happiness depends on being better than everyone else, you will spend your entire life feeling inadequate because the finishing line keeps moving. No matter how much you achieve, someone else will always seem further ahead. Comparison is a race with no finish line. Imagine running a race. Now imagine spending the entire race looking sideways at everyone else. What happens? You slow down. You lose focus. You stumble, maybe even fall. Life works exactly the same way. The more time you spend watching others, the less time you spend improving yourself. Your energy goes into jealousy instead of growth, into envy instead of action, into frustration instead of progress. And while you are busy measuring someone else's success, you are neglecting your own journey. The moment you become focused on someone else's lane, you stop moving forward in your lane. Here is something most people forget. Everyone starts from a different place. Different family, different opportunities, different challenges, different struggle and different timelines. Some people begin the race mile ahead. Other begins with obstacles that nobody sees. So why would you judge your chapter 2 against someone else's chapter 20? Why compare your beginning to their middle or your struggle to their success? Life is not a competition, it's a journey. And every journey unfolds at its own pace. A flower does not compete with the flower beside it. It simply blooms when it's ready. The people you admire are not successful because they spend their life comparing themselves to others. They are successful because they focused on becoming better than they were yesterday. And that's the real competition. Not you versus them. You versus the person you were last week, last month, last year. Because growth happens when you focus inward, not outward. When you stop asking, why are they ahead? And start asking, how can I improve? Everything changes. The only person you need to be better than is the version of yourself that gave up yesterday. What if, instead of comparing yourself to others, you use their success as inspiration? What if their achievement become proof of what's possible? Instead of jealousy, choose curiosity. Instead of envy, choose learning. Instead of feeling threatened, feel motivated. Because someone else's success does not reduce your chance of success. The sky has enough stars for everyone to shine. Their victory is not your defeat. Their growth does not limit yours. Their success does not take away your potential. Another person's light was never meant to dim yours. At the end of your life, nobody will ask whether you were better than everyone else. And the question will be, did you become the best version of yourself? Did you use your gift? Did you chase your dream? Because your purpose is not to copy someone else's story. Your purpose is to write your own story. And that story becomes powerful the moment you stop comparing and start creating. So the next time comparison tries to steal your peace, remember this. Someone will always be ahead of you. Someone will always be behind you. But neither matters. Because your journey belongs to you, your timeline belongs to you, and your growth belongs to you. And the only comparison that truly matters is this: are you becoming better than you were yesterday? Because that's where real confidence comes from. Not from being better than others, but from becoming better than your own past self. So now stop measuring your life against someone else's success. make it against your own potential, and watch everything change. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much.